Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Fixing It Up with Sandra. And in case you're new here, I'm Sandra. Today we're gonna be doing something so much fun. I absolutely love it, and I've been doing it maybe for about a month now, but I haven't really done a video because I didn't feel confident in my coloring, which I'll get to later on. But we're gonna make bath bombs. And I have some really cool colors that I can't wait to play around with. I've got a bunch of ingredients right here. And this is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait to show you guys this because if you're a bath person like I am, these are gonna mean so much to you. And again, these are great gifts, all of that good stuff. There are quite a bit of ingredients, but if this is something that you're totally wanting to do, watch this video. All right, so first things first, when we make bath bombs, you absolutely have to protect yourself. So I have goggles that I got from the hardware store. You are definitely gonna need this. There's gonna be a lot of fragments in the air, so to speak. It's gonna be, we're gonna be working with the baking powder, citrus acid, KO clay. We're gonna work with SLSA. We're gonna be working with a lot of ingredients that are gonna get into the air and can definitely irritate your eyes. So you're definitely gonna want, can I say definitely one more time? You're definitely gonna want these 100%. And because we're gonna be protecting our eyes, there is no reason for us not to wear a mask. You will start to inhale this stuff. So the video might, I'm gonna do my best to speak as loud as I can. Of course, if you guys can't hear me, feel free to ask in the comments. But this is how we make bath bombs. Yes, you 100% have to do this because, like I said, this stuff is gonna get into the air and you don't wanna inhale it or get into your eyes. But without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I just wanna start off by showing you what size bath bomb we're gonna make. Now, I do sell this in my shop. I did put the diameter and the weight, but I just wanna show you, let me give you a comparison, okay? So here's the size of the bath bombs that I make. They are a 2.75 diameter. So these are actually really big. And I wanna show you another size that I have, which is typical, I would say maybe just a hair bigger of the size that you would normally find, right? This is like 3 of these in this one. I love making this size because I'm a bath person when I get the chance to, but I wanna be soaked in all of the goodness. So that's why we were gonna do this large one. You can get these on Wholesale Supply Plus, that's where I got these. And I will put a link in the description box, but let's get started. So we're gonna go with our first ingredient. Now, I do wanna say this. This is gonna make 18, or sorry, this recipe is gonna make 18 of these, okay? Which is quite a bit. So you do have to have your scale. I'm gonna kind of back that up, and I was just thinking of a song when I said that, but let's do this. Okay, so you're gonna need a scale, hands down, because you're gonna have to measure out all of your ingredients. And so the first one that we're gonna start with is our baking soda, which is what I get from Costco. Now, this is like I said, a time and time again, this is my first ingredient that I'm gonna work with. Oops, I forgot to tear that out. Okay, perfect, I did. So, pour the baking soda in here. We're gonna do 1,341 grams. Let's see. All right, we're gonna pour this right into our mixer. Oh, and you know what? I need to get my gloves on. I just realized that. All right, there we go, finally. Okay, let me grab my gloves right here. Now this is gonna go right into the mixer. I have my KitchenAid mixer right over here. Let me show you what I mean, because right after this, we're gonna be adding some coloring. So while that's doing its thing right there, and that's just simply baking soda right there, I'm gonna go ahead and, I don't wanna look at that one, I wanna do Okay, so I've got some really cool coloring from Fizz Fairy. Just to let you know that this company is out of Canada, but it took a little long for it to get here. It's not normal for it to take as long as it did, but it was so worth the wait. These colors are insane. I love them. I'm gonna work with that color, and we're gonna work with a red color. Now, when you, hold on. So now when you work with coloring, especially for products that's gonna go on the skin, you do have to be very, very careful about what you choose. As you can see, this is FDA Red 40 batch certified. And so you have to make sure, like, and this again is FDA approved. You really just can't throw food coloring or whatever you think that you can throw into to make something pretty. Really pay attention. There's a couple of websites that you can go to when it comes to finding out how to color bath bombs. But again, Fizz Fairy was incredible with my last batch, and I'm so excited to try these two colors out together. Yeah, I'm super excited. So let's get this started. Okay, now with coloring, this is what we're gonna do. I wanna show you. A little goes a long way, believe me. We're gonna start with red because at the end, we're gonna overlap it with a little bit of blue. So you're just gonna take a little tiny pinch, probably like, maybe like 1/8 to 1/4 of a teaspoon. Put it in there. Maybe a little bit more, okay. You're gonna add some cold water just to get it wet. Kind of mix that up. Get a little bit more. Okay, you're gonna kind of stir that around. This color is gonna be so vibrant and so pretty. And then next you're gonna add some hot water to really make it just explode with the color. And that's all you're really gonna need is just this little bit of color. You're gonna mix it up really good. Okay. And we're gonna add this to our baking soda. Okay, now we're gonna add that color. And we're gonna add, let me pause this for a second, because we're gonna add some of this. This is what I like to do. Actually, I'm gonna do it this way since I have it stopped. This is what I would normally do. Just get it all in there. Okay, I can't do this with 2 hands, so let me put this down. Okay, so it's not as red as I want it, but I'm gonna go ahead and work with this color. I know it's kind of hard to see, but it is like a, I would say salmon color. So this is what so we got that going on right now. Now it's time to add the rest of our ingredients. Okay, so now we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients, and I turned the mixer off just so you guys can hear me because I do have that mask on. We're gonna add 54 grams of cornstarch. Just get this back down, okay. Okay, there we go. Not much. All right, we're gonna also do, we're also gonna do our KOing clay, which is it's so good for the skin. You can actually do like mask with this. It helps, it can be effective with like, controlling acne. It detoxes the skin. It's actually really good for people with sensitive skin. There's so many benefits to KOing clay, and we're going to add 25 grams of it. So again, not very much. I'm just going to put it all in the same bowl. All right. And I'll put a link to all of the places, or to the place where I get all of my ingredients. Okay, now we're going to put a little bit of SLSA in here, which is what makes the bath bomb fizz. Not just the citrus acid, but this also gives it like that perfect fizziness. And we're gonna add 35 grams of this. And this really is super fine. So this is the main reason why I wear the mask, because you do not want to inhale this. All right, we're gonna do 35 grams of this. Okay, perfect. Okay, and this is the rest of our dry ingredients. So we're gonna go ahead and add that to our mixture of baking soda. So we're just gonna go ahead and add all of those ingredients and let those mix up really well. Sorry, guys. So there we go. Those are just gonna mix. And now we're gonna get our wet ingredients. All right, so we're gonna put some shea butter and some coconut oil, which I've already melted down. They're both in here together. You're gonna do 9 grams of coconut oil, and you're gonna do 5 grams of shea butter. Both have incredible benefits for the skin. Ultra moisturizing. It's gonna feel so good when you get out of this bath. So those are already in here. So there's 5 grams and 9 grams. And now we're going to add a little bit of polysorbate 80, which helps blend all of the oils and waters together. And we're gonna do 8 grams of this. Okay, I just realized that was still on, so now you guys can really hear me. Okay, so that is in there, the polysorbate, our shea butter, and the coconut oil. Now it's time to add the rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. I hope I said that right. Okay, we're gonna add 24 grams of this. Now this is 99.9 grade. So here we go. We're gonna add 24 grams. This is incredibly strong. Okay. Ooh, the cats are not happy with each other right now. Okay, there we go. And now we're gonna do 24 grams of our fragrance oil, okay? Let me grab that. This one we're gonna do Blackberry and Magnolia from Sierra Candles. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna add this to our mixer. All right, now it's time to blend all of our good stuff. And the last, but definitely not least ingredient we are going to be adding is our citrus acid. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Probably not. Oh, wait, there we go. I got it. All right, so this is what we put in last. And the reason why I'm putting this in last is because it does fizz when it comes into contact with water or any kind of liquid. So I'm gonna let all that mix. We're gonna add the citrus acid, which we are going to do 902 grams of this. So let's go ahead and add that to our dish. All right, and you know what? Now that I'm looking at this color, the red has definitely become more vibrant since we've added the alcohol, the rubbing alcohol, and all of the other ingredients. So now we're just gonna go ahead and add our citrus acid. And we're gonna let that stir for about a minute. All right, so it's been mixing for about a minute. And I do have to say that the red has really, let's try to see, really has shown up a lot more since adding the other ingredients. So I'm really loving this. But we're gonna split this batch in half and then add blue to this. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so here's what I mean. We're gonna go ahead and take half of this out. All right, let me just put that right there. I'm gonna take half of this bunch and put that in there. Okay, all right. And we're gonna color the rest of this blue. So we're gonna put this back on to the mixer. I know it's you can't see, but I'm putting it back on the mixer. And then I'll show you what I'm gonna do with the color. And I'm hoping that we get this beautiful blue out of it. All right, so we've got our red or our reddish pink. So now it's time to work with the navy blue. So we're gonna get this little cup right here. Oh wait, it's got a little bit of dye in it. Let's get rid of that. All right, we're gonna add some of this beautiful blue. Oh my gosh. Oh, I am in heaven. So we're gonna take some of this color. Okay, mix it with a little bit of cold water first. Oh my goodness. Can y'all see? I might add just a little bit, just so we don't end up with a purple. I really want to end up with this blue. Okay. And then we're going to add some hot water to this. Okay, now you see what we've got here. Okay, let's add this to the mixer. All right, bottoms up. Okay, y'all, look at that blue. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, now that I have my two colors right here, I truly love the colors. Okay, now that I have the two colors right there, we're gonna go ahead and start building our bath bombs. And just for you guys to see, I am using my Blackberry and Magnolia fragrance oil, and I'm gonna think of a cool name. I'm not sure just yet, but here's what we have. Here's what I do. All right, so we got our two colors, and I'm gonna go ahead and get an extra one right here. And you can get these containers at the dollar store. I absolutely love them. I use them for my candles, not these ones, but I use these containers for my candles. So just grab a little bit of each. This is what I do. And eventually I will start to fill them with, like, you know, sprinkles, or, you know, get real fancy with them. But right now, until I am very confident in what I am doing, I like to just kind of just keep it basic, and not basic in a bad way, but like basic in a good way. I don't want to add too much too soon. So if you're like, how come you don't have this yet? Well, it will be coming, I promise. And I'm actually going to smooth this out real fast. Okay, so this is just one that you twist like this. It's got some cracks in it, I can see. I'm always looking. I might have to redo this. Okay, so now this is going to catch all of that excess, which I put back into the bath bombs. So I want like a nice smooth finish. Now, when you go to dry these, I leave them in. I love that marble color. I leave them in the container. You can leave them in the top or the bottom part like this. And then, can you see right here? I have this giant muffin tin that I just sit in here, and these are gonna dry overnight. Well, you can't see it. So I just leave it sitting in there like that. So that's what I do, and clean. All right. And each one is a top and a bottom for the pieces, you know, these little pieces. I just set that right there till I fill the other piece right here. Okay. And then just, now there are metal ones. I do want to say, yes, there are metal ones that you can purchase, these bath bomb molds, most definitely. See, and the reason why I keep adding more to the top and redoing it, I don't like how you can see that. So I want to smooth that out. I want to add more to this and just, I want to get as smooth as a bath bomb as possible. I want to make sure that there are no imperfections, all of that jazz. And sometimes I even like sprinkle maybe some like right here. You know, it's kind of like when you make a cake, you know, when you're frosting it, I want it to be absolutely perfect. So then, yeah, then I wipe this down. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. All right, and this is basically what I do to make a bath bomb. I just do this, go back and forth. And I have, again, fallen in love with this. I love anything colorful, fragranty, just so much fun. All right. And I'll show you guys again, one more time. Just close. And yes, you can put little trinkets in there inside the bath bombs. Like I said, I'll be doing that soon. Oh, I do want to say, if you are going to be putting any kind of like sprinkles or anything like that, you 1000% have to label the ingredients of the sprinkles on your bath bomb label if you intend to sell these. So every ingredient has to be labeled. Even if you're using sprinkles, you just can't write sprinkles, you know. For me, that would have been something that I would have asked, could you just put the word sprinkles? And they're like, no, you have to 1000% label the sprinkles ingredients on your bath bombs. And you can add glitter and all that other stuff, which I have. I just haven't done anything like that yet, because like I said, I'm just playing around with colors. I'm just trying to do one thing at a time. So this is the fun part. I like this part. The next day, I think my sink is holding water, but I do have a little bit of, this is the excess bath bomb, and I want to show you how the bath bomb reacts when you put it in your bath. So this is warm water, and the reason why I'm just doing it in my sink is because I don't have a full bath bomb, but here we go. Oh my gosh. I love that. Oh my gosh, I want to touch it. Look at the color. Look at, and yes, it is blue. We're very concentrated in the color, but because this is water soluble, and of course this would be in a big bathtub, so don't be like, oh my God, am I gonna be blue? No. You're not going to be blue. This is so cool. I love it. Can you imagine what your bath is going to be like? You're going to be soaking in this goodness. This fragrance is incredible, and I can already feel the oils in here. Oh, my sink is not holding water. This is an old, well, it looks like a new sink, but it's actually an old sink. But yes, this is the bath bomb, and it smells incredible. Okay, so I just showed you how it works when you put it in the bathtub. Like I said, my sink is small, so please don't be worried that you're gonna be blue. You're not gonna be blue, I promise. But you will smell good. So anyways, so I've wrapped one of the bath bombs. This is my shrink wrap. In fact, I think I'm gonna do a wrapping video. A wrapping video for my bath bombs. So they're now all dry. Let me just kind of show you what we're working with. So I've got all of them in the little baggies right here. And then I use, this is just not gonna pull forward. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna flip it around. Okay, these are my handy dandy tools. This is a sealer. That's my heat gun to do the shrink wrap. But yes, all of the bath bombs are ready. These will be uploaded into my Etsy store. I'm super excited about this fragrance and of course the color. And like I said, these are pretty big. Probably just a hair smaller than a baseball. It's a big bath bomb. All right, so I hope you found the bath bomb tutorial super helpful. I hope that you guys start making bath bombs soon. This is a great recipe. I always feel like super silky smooth, hydrated and all that. I'm not, and again, I'm gonna stress this, you're not gonna be colored. But I really feel that this is a really good bath bomb with the ingredients that it does have. Of course, you can add to the bath bomb recipe. If I were you, I would definitely go on to Wholesale Supply Plus. They have like a calculator to add things, because you don't want to just like add random things, because you want this to be a quality bath bomb. And there's, you know, there is a formula that you have to use. And so Wholesale Supply Plus is a great place to go. They have free calculators for all kinds of stuff. So I highly suggest them in case you want to add more stuff, because this is 100% formula. So if you want to add more to it, you don't want to add more, you know, like have it 100 and whatever percent, because then it's not going to cure the same way, perform the same way, because you have to remember these are when you add stuff, it's got to act with all the other ingredients as well. So anyways, that is Bath Bomb 101, my first video, even though I've recorded others. This was my first one that I feel really good about. And I do have more coloring to play around with. Look at this. I got this on Amazon or Etsy. And so I'm super excited to play around with some neon colors. And yeah, so anyways, again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Of course, if you really want to try one of these bath bombs, head on over to my Etsy store. The link is in my description box. I almost said bio. In my description box below. And if you're local, you can pick it up at my store. But of course, subscribe to my channel because I love connecting with all of you guys. Building this community is incredible because you're not just connecting with me, but you're connecting with crafters all around, because when you guys can get together in the comments, all that stuff, we can get together on social media. But anyways, thank you for subscribing. Of course, if you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you're hitting that notification bell, because you never know when I'm going to upload a video. And let's think of what else. Well, I hope you guys are all having a freaking wonderful week. And I will see you guys in my next video. Have fun creating, and remember, just let it flow. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, and just let it flow. All right. And then, like I said, I'll see you guys again in my next video.